Good morning, brothers and sisters. Today's reading is from the book of John, chapter 8, verse 12. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk into darkness, but will have the light of life. Jesus makes a powerful statement beginning with the word I am. These comments echo the words of God to Moses in the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 14, which means Yahweh. Jesus emphasizing his equality with God and having the authority over every creation. Light for the Jews means the guiding force and presence of God. As we know, for the Israelites, God was the guiding force in the wilderness through the pillar of fire. In remembrance of it, a lamp was kept burning above the Ark of Covenant, assuring the presence of God. Even for us today, I believe how important this light is for all of us. Without it, it would be a dark world. Darkness in our thoughts, darkness in our actions, and darkness everywhere. But when the light enters, the darkness disappears. Personally, for me, it's been 16 years of Christian journey. From that time onwards, I've seen how this light had led me. I've been in many difficult and painful situations in life. I believe many of us also would have been. But in everything, I've seen a ray of light at the end of the tunnel. I had no job 9 years back. I did not know what to do and where to look for. I went up to the terrace one afternoon and spent some time praying and talking about the situation. After a long time spent with God, a solution was found to start my own business. As we read from the book of Psalms 119, 130 tells, the unfolding of your word gives light. It gives understanding to the simple. The initial 2 years was the most difficult times, but God led me in a great way. I had seen the grace of God leading our business, but that all came to a standstill after this lockdown. For the last 40 days or so, our business is shut down. As I speak now, there's no much changes in the situations around me. How is it going to move forward? But one thing is for sure, I have the promise of God that He will be the light of my life.
Good morning, my dear sisters. The promise of the Lord is the only hope in this fallen world that we live in. Darkness can be felt or experienced only in the absence of light. Last 40 days of quarantine, I have many times struggled in fears and worries. I got into a new assignment in my job. Few days after that, we got into the lockdown. There was a lot of stress around understanding the new job. John's business, on the other hand, my son, he's also in his 12th grade. His tuitions, his studies, and so many things were bothering me a lot. At times, I have seen myself translating all my fears and worries into complaints, like the way Martha did. Reflecting on this promise of we will have the light of life gives me a hope. There's no doubt or uncertainty in this promise. I was able to reflect to see how my fears and worries taken me away from these promises. One thing I understood was to search the purpose of God in this situation around and be at the feet of Jesus, just like the way Mary did. Like me, if you also feel hopeless, fear of future, difficult financial situation, children and their health, please remind with this promise that we will have the light of life. God bless.
For further readings, Book of John, chapter 1, verses 1 to 5, 1 John, chapter 1, verses 5 to 7, Ephesians, chapter 6, verses 10 to 20. God bless you all. Have a nice day.